We're in the heat of grilling season, and you may be wondering how your whole food plant-based lifestyle is going to mesh with your summer cookout plans. What's a cookout without meat, and can you really cook vegetables on the grill without oil? In my almost 17 years of being vegan, I have rolled up to many a barbecue where the only thing that I could eat is a white bun and a piece of lettuce. And I'm telling you, that was never very fun for me or exciting. So what I'm gonna share with you in this video are 3 really delicious, easy vegan barbecue things that you can have at your summer cookout. And most importantly, they're gonna be things that you enjoy, and it's gonna be a party for all. I wanna say a big thank you to all of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. And if you enjoyed this video and you've just happened to stop by, make sure to give it a like and subscribe as well so you can keep getting some great fresh ideas on how to thrive on a whole food plant-based diet and lose some weight while you're at it. Let me know down in the comments, are you a vegan grill master, or is it something that just seems like completely confusing and you don't know where to start? I wanna know. Healthy vegan grilling isn't just doable, it's actually really easy. So I'm gonna share with you 3 scrumptious, delicious, oil-free recipes that you can add to your repertoire for your next cookout or summer party. They're really delicious, and even like the most carnivorous of carnivores would enjoy these meals. So let's get right into them. Yep, that's right. These delicious carrot dogs are packed with smoky flavor, and they're perfect for a summer barbecue, and you can garnish them just like you would your old favorite hot dog. So first, you're just gonna peel and cut your carrot so it is mimicking the size of the bun and the shape of a carrot. You don't have to do this part, but if you wanna just kind of peel the ends so they're rounded and have more of a hot dog look, you can totally do that. Then in a medium saucepan, go ahead and boil these for about 15 minutes. For the marinade, I am using a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 cup of either soy sauce or tamari or coconut aminos, whatever floats your boat, a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, 1 teaspoon of pickled jalapeno juice, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, which is very important to this recipe, 3/4 teaspoons yellow mustard, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 garlic clove that has been minced, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Whisk this together, and this marinade will work for up to 6 carrots, but I've chosen to do 4 just because there's only 4 of us in our family. When your carrots are all done, you can either drain them or just scoop them up and stick them right into the marinade bowl. After they've cooled a bit, you can cover this bowl with saran wrap or a clean dish towel, or just set it out open on the kitchen counter or in the fridge and let this marinate for at least 2 hours, but up to 8. The marination is key to making these have a very smoky flavor. And you can just stir these around occasionally during the marinade time and make sure they're coated well. Once you're ready, heat up the grill and grill the carrots for about 5 to 8 minutes, or until you start to see the grill marks on there. And just a disclaimer, I'm not a big griller, I'm vegan, so I don't have really great grilling tools. You can also put your buns on there just to toast them a little bit. And then top it with your favorite toppings. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a real hot dog? And honestly, it's so delicious. It does not disappoint. Yum. I really, really like these. I love that they are very, very wholesome. You're not getting any of that junk in there. This recipe was a hit with my son, who is really on a vegetable strike. I am so glad he liked them. My whole family enjoyed these, and I think that yours will too. This is a great recipe when you are really in a pinch with time. I'm going to show you how to make a creamy sriracha dressing. I am using a 1/4 cup of cashew sour cream, a tablespoon of fresh lime juice, and a tablespoon of sriracha. Whisk this together and then taste and add more lime or sriracha as desired. Prep your grill, and then you're just going to husk and rinse the corn. And all you gotta do is grill this for a total of 8 to 10 minutes, each side getting about 4 or 5 minutes. You can keep the lid on for a slower cook so you don't burn, or you can take it off, whatever your preference is. And you don't put anything on the corn. It's not necessary. This tastes so amazing. Even if you wanted to just do the grilled corn like this, such a very simple thing to have in a barbecue or a summer party. Look at that. That is just so perfect. Then just to make this extra fancy, top your corn with the creamy sriracha. Sprinkle some gochugaru, also known as Korean chili powder, or crushed red pepper flakes on top, and a little bit of fresh cilantro, and you've got such an up-leveled grilled corn. You're gonna love it. Next up, I'm going to show you how to make some easy veggie skewers. I've got wooden skewer sticks here that I'm going to soak in water beforehand because obviously if you put wood on a grill, it's gonna burn. So set those aside if you're using wooden skewers. I'm going to make the marinade now with a 1/4 cup of soy sauce or tamari or coconut aminos. I'm using 2 tablespoons of sriracha, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 garlic cloves that have been minced, a 1/4 cup fresh lime juice. And just a little side note about the marinade here, I actually ended up doubling it. What I just shared with you were the correct ratios. You'll see me in a little bit put more marinade in, just because I felt like I had so many vegetables, they needed a bit more. For the veggies, honestly, you can use whatever veggies you enjoy, but I used 2 medium zucchinis, I used 4 mini bell peppers, and when you cut your bell peppers, you want to make sure they're kind of like a little cube so that they'll stick onto the skewers easily. I'm using cauliflower here, but I'm also making them bite-sized. Mushrooms, I'm just chopping off the end of these because honestly, they were looking a little bit old and needing to be used. I had some chopped up pineapple from the fridge, so I decided to throw those on, and I'm throwing all of this into the marinade. I also had about 4 shallots in the cupboard, so I decided to throw those in, and here's that shot of me putting in the doubled amount of marinade, but you've got all of that covered in the full recipe down below, so don't you worry your pretty little head. Now let's make the peanut sauté sauce. I'm going to heat up a cup of vegetable broth. I'm doing a tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger that's been grated, 2 garlic cloves that have been minced, a tablespoon of fresh lime juice, a tablespoon of sriracha, and I'm doing a 1/3 cup of peanut butter. You're gonna bring this to a boil and then just reduce the heat till it's simmering, and basically just sit here and whisk it or stir it for about 5 minutes. It's gonna start to thicken up, and then you can turn off the heat and set it aside. Okay, here is honestly the most demanding part of making skewers, is actually putting the vegetables on the skewers. So grab a husband or a friend and start going with these skewers together. It will go by in a flash if you've got some help. I like to always just alternate as I'm making my skewers so they look really pretty and aesthetic, but also you're getting a different bite every time you do. Now, people who are major grilling fans are going to yell at me for not having any tools here. I get it. I know my hand was burning. So if you have some tools, please be safe as you grill your skewers. I grilled mine for about 8 minutes per side, and then I was flipping. Do it until your veggies are softened and browning around the edges. You can always use leftover marinade to baste the skewers as you go. Now I put the sauté sauce in an old ketchup bottle and I'm squeezing it on top of the kebabs, but you can totally just have it as a side dip. It's so delicious. So that's my twist on veggie skewers with this delicious peanut sauté sauce you are gonna love. Make sure you check out my ebook bundle, because between the 3 of these books, I have so many recipes that will complement your summer parties. Things from coleslaw to sweet watermelon juice, soothing smoothies for all, different kinds of drinks that you can serve, homemade breads and cookies and brownies, all things that are super delicious and you can still eat mindfully and healthfully. And if you want even more ideas for a vegan barbecue, make sure to watch these videos right up here where you can learn how to make a couple of different vegan burgers that are whole food plant-based and super easy and delicious. Wishing you all the health, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.